Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and today this is episode 23 and we've got Bolton Wanderers in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. I really did not think we could make it this far, and I'm sure Bolton Wanderers did not think they could also make it to the semi-finals. And whoever wins this match will be qualified for the Europa League next season, so that's very exciting. If you reach the final of the FA Cup, I'm pretty sure you qualify for the Europa League. I don't think you have to win it, but obviously winning FA Cup will be good to get the extra cash, and obviously winning a competition. But yeah, if you get into the final, you qualify for the Europa League. So that's a very exciting thing for this series. You think we should beat Bolton Wanderers, but you got to wait and see what happens in the match. It could be a very exciting finish to this end of the FA Cup run, and it will be very exciting. Obviously, being in extra cups is a very good thing for a series, especially with a team of Southampton stature just getting promoted to the Premier League this season. So I would love to win this match, but you think against Bolton Wanderers, like I said, we should really be winning this match, even though it is a away fixture. We should be winning it, and it's a semi-final, so it's a big occasion at Wembley Stadium. So we've got to get our best players out there to get the win. You know, Mayuka, Ramirez, all our big scorers to score the goals as well. Paredes, he's been a fantastic signing this season. He was only our real big money signings, or a big money signing for at least Southampton stature, like I said. I think it was about 6 million, have to go back to the first ever videos, but I think it was around 6 million, 7 million. And he's a great alternative if you don't want to go with the most popular Adrian, the attacking midfielder from Brazil, who everyone basically signs. If you want to go with someone different. But I personally think Paredes is better because of his shot power and very good passing abilities. He starts in above the 80s in the shooting power and short passing, I think it is, or long passing, one of those. So that already gives him like great attributes, and also he's got 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills, and he feels very strong on the ball. So I would actually recommend him above Adrian, even though Adrian probably grows a little bit more, but Paredes still has 86 potential, and if you play him every single match since you get him, or most matches, he'll grow to the high 80s. But here, Paredes, like I said, he has an early chance, cuts back in, has the finesse, or actually the power, I should say. I usually go for finesse, but on that occasion went for the power, and that was a real powerful shot. If you take a look at that again, even in slow motion, it was very powerful, as you see there. Fantastic start to the game. As you see now, we were able to hold on to the result up until the 70th minute here. We could almost make it 2-0 if we have a successful attack right here. And when you've got attacking three of Gaston Ramirez, Paredes, and Mayuka, it's always going to be dangerous. As you see there, Gaston Ramirez assisting for Paredes to score his second in a FA Cup semi-final. He has single-handedly put us in the final of the FA Cup and also into Europa League. Being in the FA Cup final, that's if we do hold on to the result of this 2-0 win we have right here. We shouldn't really give it away. Sometimes I give away one goal, but surely I won't give away 2 goals late. I usually just concede that late one goal, but we'll see what happens. I suppose that was a bit of a lucky goal with the rebounds, but now heading towards the end of the match in injury time, 90th minute, that's when, you know, they love to score the goals at that time. They had a chance, but Artur Boric, he stepped up to save the chance right there, but they have a corner. We have to defend this well, especially with their keeper up right there. But fairly good defending there. If a guard foreign tried to clear it, but wasn't to be the case, and it was forced to another corner. I think it just came off one of our defenders there, so we have to do the same job once again. We should do well with their keeper up again. That's forced into it once again, another corner. I thought that was off their player, but was not to be. So they try putting it again. They're trying a bit different now. They're passing it around. Should clear it here. Keeps bouncing off. You know, they were always going to score that goal. That's why I really wanted to make sure I kept attacking and not just held on to the 1-0 result, or this would have happened and it would be 1-1. As you see, Chris Eagles running through the nets a couple of times right there. So it looks like we should really be holding on to the result here. There shouldn't be enough time for them to score, but you don't know what might happen. But I just made sure I hold onto the ball and then clear it, and we should pick up the win here. As you see in defense, just passing it around a bit and passing back into the midfield. I didn't want to pass it around in the back because then, you know, I could maybe give it away or something bad like that, and the time should be over and we get into the final of the FA Cup. This is just a great thing to happen, especially considering our low position in the league. That's probably a better thing, especially to keep my job as the manager of Southampton as well, to stay at this club. I really want to build it. I sign players that can really build into a top 4 team potentially, as you know, by Paredes scoring 2 goals. Don't forget about Gaston Ramirez, Mayuka as well, the pacey striker. As I said, with those three as the attackers, as you can see there, I'm always going to score goals. So if I can build on a very good defense and then focus them on my goal scorers, it could be a very bright future for Southampton. But we actually have to get this FA Cup out of our minds now because we have some important league matches to come. You know, lately in the league, I haven't been getting many wins, and that has really resulted in us dropping positions in the league, dropping places, and we're almost in the relegation zone, the bottom three right now, but we are still a few points away from that. I'm not sure what it actually is, maybe 5-point difference or something like that to West Ham, but I would love to pick up a win. As you can see there, 4-point different with a game in hand. So even if we don't win against Norwich, we still, West Ham need to win 2 matches more than us to really get past us. And here we pick up some nice cash, $1 million added to our transfer budget. That could help us moving into the following season to make bigger signings, to really improve on our league position. The league and FA Cup, really the differences behind that is the league is a result of your squad altogether, not just your starting 11. More so the FA Cup is probably just your best starting players, which we have a solid starting 11, as you know. A lot of high-rated 70 players and a couple 80 overall players. But once you have to rotate, that will affect in the league when you put lower-rated players in, younger players you may be forced to play that are like 60 overall or low 70s. And that's something you'll see with my transfers into the next season. I'll be trying to sign some older players with a bit more experience, not too old, like those mid-age players like 24, 25, 26. So hopefully you'll be happy with the signings I made. I personally really thought I did well in the transfer market into the second season, but obviously you have to wait for that. I'm going to try and finish this season within the next week, so you're going to see a lot of videos of this career. I'm probably going to release some daily, maybe apart from the weekend coming up, but pretty much after that, through the week, through next week, I'm going to try and finish off the season. I finish off with some simulated matches, so it will be easier to finish off the end of the season. So I'm very happy with that. Giving Niang a chance to really show his worth as a loan signing off the bench. He may make an impact. You know, he's got pace and strength, but we've got heaps of those players. You know, Dongu Safak as well. They're very good to make an impact off the bench. I really like those pacey players, but I don't just sign pacey players. I like to sign players with pace, but they definitely need another attribute to their game, whether it be strength, passing ability, long shots, shot power. They need something else about their game, like Dongu Safak. He's got pace, but he's also got strength, jumping, and shot power. So that's one reason I signed him. And he's still very young, only 17. So he has definitely a lot of growing to do. So very excited about his potential, how good he's going to be in about 3 or 4 seasons if I get to that in this career. But here, I think Norwich, they're going to mount an attack, but hopefully we should be able to defend it well. But we'll see what happens here. They did a little lob the ball there for Grant Holt, but he just uses his great strength and then a powerful finish in the bottom left corner. Grant Holt, you know, he's a very powerful striker, and yeah, that's all about his game. He's not got too much pace, but he's got very good strength and finishing ability, as you saw the evidence right there. But unfortunately, it took me quite some time to mount some serious attacks on Norwich's defense. As you see, they're going on ultra attacking to really force that issue with Jack Cork right here, trying a shot on target just to try and get a corner or something. And he did that very well. Like I said, I see him as a future defensive midfielder, captain of the team. And there, we had the chance. Niang, on loan from AC Milan. Like I said in other episodes, I doubt we'll make a permanent move for him, as he might be a bit pricey. And, you know, for Southampton, we won't have so many cash, or so much cash, I should say. And, yeah, I want to make lots of signings, like I said. So I won't be splashing the cash on one big player, unless we sell one big player for money. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. I went on ultra attacking to try and win the match at the ends. But picking up a draw away after coming back after that FA Cup semi-final win, to me, I have to be happy with just picking up the points. Unless they score something late here, this will be the disaster of all disasters. If we lose it right at the end, especially when we're right at the bottom of the table right now, well, not right at the bottom, obviously, just really on the cusp of being in the bottom 3. And they had a chance late, but again, Artur Boruc saves us. He's been great this season. Obviously, he's made some mistakes. But in games, he's been very crucial to make some very important saves, as you saw there. And I think that's the end of the game right there. Nope, another corner. We've got to just keep defending well. You know, Bolton, we can see the goal right at the end. And here they have a chance again, Butterfield. But we got up defenders in the way. And that should be the end of the match as we go on the attack right there. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough time, but got to be happy with that. Picking up a draw. Niang getting the equaliser in the 80th from the corner. Maya Yoshida again. He's been a great defender for us this season. Two strong defenders with Foren as well. Those are they're not young, they're not old. They're just very good, experienced defenders who get the job done regularly. And you got to be happy with their performances. Like, they're not superstars of the game. They're just very solid players, like I said. But now we still need to keep picking up the points, even though we're 5 points ahead of West Ham. We shouldn't really let them come back for us right now, but I would love to get higher in the table. I wouldn't want to be 17th for next season. But that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.